Okay, so welcome. I just wanted to show everyone kind of some of the perks of what VandalStar can do for students now that we're accessing our campus 100% remotely. Um, COVID-19's created a lot of new environments for everyone and created basically a new norm, and we want to highlight how VandalStar can help through the transition period we're going through. Today I'm going to be covering online appointment scheduling, your success network, how to raise your hand, the service directory, and then flags and alerts. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that everyone can see what I'm working with on here. The first thing I'm kind of covering is just how to log into VandalStar. I've had a couple questions about how to access it. As you can see here, I'm just on the uidaho.edu, and if you just search VandalStar up here, it'll pop up. And when you go to log into VandalStar, you use the same credentials, and it looks the same as when you log into Vandal Web. It'll look a little bit different for you guys than what you're seeing here because I'm also considered a faculty member on Vandal Web because of my position with ASP. But one of the things we want to cover first is when you come up here to your profile, we want to make sure that you guys are kind of checking this information to make sure that everything is correct on here. So when you are setting up your profile, you can change all of this stuff. So this allows you to receive emails as a reminder for your appointments. So when you make an appointment through VandalStar, you can set all of these how you want to. So I have mine set for a separate email for each of my appointments, and then I receive them at 9 a.m. the day before, but I also get an alert 15 minutes before the start of any of my appointments. The professors or advisors or counselors, whoever you're meeting with, will not be sending any reminders on their own. However, this way you're still able to get a notification reminder. And so, like I said, if you look down here, you'll see kind of your summary emails, and you can also get emails whenever an item is raised, an item is cleared, or an item is assigned to me. That has to do with flags that we'll kind of cover a little bit more later. So when you open up this bar, it shows all of kind of the little tabs that we have right here. Your appointment section will show some of your information there for your upcoming appointments in a calendar view almost. But then when we open up here to your success network, here you can see mine as an example. It has all of the people who I'm connected to as faculties, or I have my SSS-TRIO academic success counselor here as well. Things like your career advisor, and then any of your professors show up here as well. So these are people who I'm taking classes with or who are my advisors. This way I'm able to schedule appointments with them to talk about things. So for example, if I was to come here and I want to schedule an appointment with my advisor, they should all, for the most part, have this feature set up. So because I also have a class with Kristen and she teaches classes, I'm able to go back and forth between academic advising or teaching to set up whatever I have questions about. Professors and advisors will have this set up a little bit more independently for each of them and how they want to have it pop up. So if I just wanted to meet for general advising, I can then see the times that she's available in this view, and I can see that she's only available on Monday. So if I want to meet on the 27th, I just click that, I select a time that works for me. And as you go through, you can add courses. So if I want to talk with her specifically about one of my courses that I'm in, or if I want to just kind of put down a general advising as a check-in, you're able to do that right here. And then this will be sent in an email to you, kind of like a recap, as soon as you schedule the appointment. And your professor or your advisor, whoever you're meeting with, will also be able to see this information and this section as well. So then normally you would hit confirm and it'll go through. I am not setting an appointment with her right now because I don't need one. And you can go back through each step as well, so you can see everything that's going on as well in it, and you can make changes as you need. So then this kind of takes us down towards some of this section in our services. So we can see here some of the programs that have been pinned for us. So these are programs that our team comes up with, and we think it would be important for students to remember are available during this time. such as online tutoring, and currently we have our CTC pinned up here as well. And we also have our access distance support services. So when you open up any of these, you're able to see kind of the contact information and things like this. And these are the programs. So after we see those, we can also see our other services. So as we come down, we can see everything from academic coaching through all of these programs. It's close to every program we have on campus. It's over 45 of them that you can access and look at. And so as you see, there's quite a few, and there's everything that you really need to access. So for example, if I want to access the Writing Center, I'm able to see kind of their overview, what they're about, their hours that they're available, and then some contact information. So we see that normally they would be located in the I-sub 323, but we're able to send an email, get their phone number, or visit their website. And when we do this, it just takes us right to where they are and how we make an appointment through their system. And so now that we've covered a little bit more of our success network, and I do recommend for students to kind of play around in this section, because you can also make appointments with individual people depending on how the program itself is set up and how they have worked with Vandal Star to set up their page. But you're able to make appointments with, for example, our academic coaches, and you're able to view, let's see if it wants to load. My Wi-Fi here isn't as good as it is when I'm up at campus. So it might not be able to load all of their schedules at once, but you're able to select. This is a little bit of a downside with working from home, sadly, sometimes. But you're able to go through, like I had it pulled up, and you can select on the counselors or just hit schedule an appointment to find a time that works best for you to meet with them. So the next thing you'll see in your profile is that you can look at your dashboard a little bit. As you see, my dashboard is currently empty, but you can also look at your messages. See, there we go. Awesome. I'm going to start recording again. It looks like I had just timed out. So let's go back to up here. So that's where you might get messages from your professors in the messages section. And then we can also come down here and we can see the raise your hand feature. So this is really helpful for students who are kind of not sure how they're doing in a class and just need help with something. So from here, you're able to access the features of connecting with an academic coach or academic resources, help from your advisor, help from your instructor, help in Polia, or help with tutoring and peer assisted study sessions, our SI Pass. And so once again, you're able to set these informations, and it just sends a notification to your professors that you're just needing help in a topic. This is another way just to get in contact with them. And so with this, you're able to put down more information about what's going on and submit it. This is not something that we would have you guys use in an emergency. This is just for academic help. And you can initiate all of these features 24/7. There's not a time limit on anything where you have to operate on it between 9 and 5 p.m. You can access this at whatever time works best for you and have it go through. So if I look here at my history, I can see all of the things that I've had in the past, and I can check up on things and how things are going there. And then let me see if I can't get my messages to load. So here are messages that I've gotten from professors, and this is also where flags would pop up. Now that things are loading, hopefully I'll be able to show you guys some of the other features. But for example, I'm able to see messages from my advisor for registration and things like that here. So let's see if I can get, there we go. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys can see these. So these are kudos that professors can give you as well. So if I hover above the star, I can see that I've gotten praise or that I'm doing well in a specific class. Lisa, is this where flags would pop up as well?
Yes, Maddie, that is where a student would see a flag alert, which that could be for a variety of reasons. If they have a midterm grade that's possibly a D or F, that might alert them, that encourage them to get some support or seek some services or contact their instructor. Also with early in the semester, we have our instructors report grades early, about 5 weeks into the term. And so sometimes instructors might put up a note like they have a concern about a student's attendance, or if they have a concern that the student's missing assignments, there could be flags raised by the instructor for that, or they're concerned about the student's grade thus far in the term. So that would be, you're right, that is exactly the place they would find it. And they would also receive, the student receives an email communication, which they could see in the messages. So messages also show system communications that have been generated from an action that somebody did in the network.
Yeah, so like Lisa said, you do get emails whenever flags or kudos are sent to you, and it's sent to you through the Vandal Star service. And so going to Vandal Star, you're able to kind of access everything that you need to view programs that we have available, to view things like, I believe midterm grades pop up here as well, correct? In the courses section, we covered that.
Yes.
So you're able to see grades, credit hours, things like that for all of your courses in the courses section as well under Vandal Star. And so, yeah, it's just a really great one-stop shop basically for students to utilize. One thing I did forget to mention is that you are able to search services. So if you're looking for for example, if I wanted to look at anything that was offering remote access. So these are all the things that currently have remote typed in for access. But if we want to look up, anything to do with academics specifically, we can also do that. Basically, any keyword that you're looking for, you're able to pull up here as well. So we do recommend students, if you're just not sure who to talk to about something and you have academic concerns, this is a great way to see all of the resources that are there for you from our academic coaching and our academic support programs and anything else that has to do along those lines as well that you're able to access. So I think that is pretty much everything I have. Does anyone have any questions or anything that wasn't specifically clear? Or Lisa, did I miss anything in this?
I think you did a great job, Maddie. I mean, basically, it's an opportunity for students to engage and connect with those that they basically do business with and have support from on campus. And it all starts with their success network there. These are the folks that are here to help, right? They're here to help, they're here to support. There's a lot of ways for the student to ask for help. They can make appointments directly with these individuals, or at least get their contact information from this directory. They can raise their hand if they need some assistance. They can reach out to a service directly through the directory. They can check their messages in their dashboard to see if someone in their network is suggesting that they take an action or might need some assistance. Lots of options for students. It's mobile friendly. It's available 24/7. If a student asks for help through raising their hand, generally speaking, they will get service fairly quickly. We can't promise a 24-hour service, but you can bet that people are in your network are seeing that you need help, and that's the value of the network. Someone's going to come to your aid and support you.
Yeah, perfect. So does anyone who's on this call have any questions you want to ask at this time that I can maybe help with or clarify?
I don't have any questions. I think you covered it, covered everything. I really appreciate the new features available in Vandal Star. It was a great summary. So thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Lisa, for your time and preparing and delivering this for us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us and giving us this opportunity to show you guys some of the features of it.
Yes.
Thank you.
And anyone can contact vandalstar at uidaho.edu if you need help. So if you get stuck or you're not seeing something, that's available to students as much and as often as it is to faculty and staff.
Yeah, and then
Thank you, Lisa.
yeah, and
Thank you, Maddie. Good
questions,
job.
also recommend them to come and contact us as well. We can kind of help if they have questions, or if they come to you guys as part of our SSS staff, you guys can also forward those questions to us if you're not sure how to answer it, or you're just not confident in the way to phrase it that would help students best. This is kind of our main focus, so we can always help you guys with any questions like that.
Yeah, and if I get a question, Maddie, I'll forward it to you as well.
Perfect.
Thank you. That was awesome.
I'm going to turn off
Thank
the
you.
recording.